Gotcha. All right, umpire, Mr. Umpire, I got a question. Is this legal?
Running, yes, that's legal. That part I can identify.
All right, Tom.
He secures the bag. He secures it with the helmet.
Now, is that cool?
I don't know.
What's the rule?
That's a really good question.
Out.
Ooh.
You want to elaborate any?
That's a really good question.
He secures the bag.
The rule book says it's got to be your hand. It's got to be part of your body. The helmet's not part of the body. You're out.
Really good question.
He secures the bag.
And they didn't follow.
Why would he do that? Why would he do that? That makes no sense to do that.
Because they're baseball players who want to do something stupid like that, so you can argue. That's all.
They let it go.
They called him safe.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
Major League Baseball later clarified that he should have been out. You can't use a detached piece of equipment to get
And all this proves is Tom should be head of
Major League Baseball. You have four. How many people are there? Four. There's six. Are there six in Major League Baseball?
4.
There's no line. The guys on the line.
6 in the playoffs. Like
Gotcha.
when you get to the, I think not until you get into the league championship series you go to 6.
So 4 guys out there. None of them knew that rule.
You know I mean, it's just like a tag. A tag has to be with the ball or with the ball in the glove, and then you could touch him with the glove. So it always gives you like a couple more inches to put the ball in the glove and then swipe him with the glove. But I've seen a lot of people they have the ball in the hand and then they'll just tag him with the ball and then throw it. But I can't tag him with the glove and the ball in this hand.
Yeah.
No.
You can't do that.
I tried that in Little League one time. Didn't work.
That's
It didn't work too good.
that's basically the helmet on the bag is the equivalent of
The empty glove.
the empty glove tagging the runner, in my opinion.
Here's a good example of DeRosa talking to hitters, and this is I've said that to my kids all the time. You have to be thinking the ball's coming. You have to be thinking I'm going to swing at every pitch until the last second, then back off. And this is a good example of the yes, no.
For kids at home, I know he's got the high leg kick working, but right there, pause that for me real quick before the homer. Run that back one pitch where he kind of balks at that one. Keep going. Right there. Now run it. Look at that right there.
Strike one.
Pause that for me. We talk about this all the time. Kids at home, parents at home. It's yes, no. It's not, ooh, let me see it, yes. This guy is on go. He knows what he can and can't do, but he is on go. He is ready to attack the baseball. Run this. Next pitch, homer. And it didn't even look like he clipped that perfectly. And he's got pop.
So this is exactly what I try to tell the kids and everything is every single pitch you have to 95% swing at it. And in the last second, stop your swing. The pitches are so fast, so good. Once you get to a certain level, even in Little League for the most part, you have to be ready to swing at every pitch. Or Tom, you sit there, you umpire, you see these kids looking at every pitch. Is it 6 inches outside? Is it 2 inches outside? Is it this high? Instead of up there to hit and swing the bat. And that's the difference between hitters and just kids trying or people just trying to get on base. Is you have to be ready to hit every pitch. And that's what he's talking about, corking that leg and stuff. And if you're listening on the radio, you see your kid going backside or barely hitting ground balls or pop-ups, they're not ready to swing at that pitch and are waiting too long to decide to swing. This was a...
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Tommy, what kind of umpire are you?
What do you mean?
Do you call the off the plate just off the plate pitch? Or strike?
Well, I'm a high school umpire. If it's round and white, it's probably a strike. You gotta call strikes, man.
I gotta get home.
This one guy, I always work with this guy. They always put him on the bases. They always put him on the plate every time. One of this guy. He's a good guy. Brings me a Gatorade every time. But he knows he's on the bases every time. So I'm out there. I'm doing a game. It's a lower skill game. Calling strikes. Nobody said a word. Called a lot of strikes in that game. I mean, I had the Kevin philosophy. If he caught the curveball, it's probably a strike. All right? Calling strikes. After the game, walking up there, I was like, yeah, I was able to call strikes. Yeah, you expended a few times. I'm like, Damn right I did. It's a high school game. Hit the ball. You know what I mean? No one's overpowering in this game. You don't have a guy throwing 100 miles an hour in this game. Ball's, a little up, a little down, a little in, a little out. Now, you start getting into the third round of the playoffs, you can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't call that curveball that comes across the middle of the chest. You know what I mean? But in another game, you just call it. And nobody said a word. No fans said a word. No coaches said a word. And they had a bases loaded, and the kid struck out to end the game. It was a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game if you call strikes because of what Kevin says. If you don't call strikes, that waiting gets worse. You know what I mean? So, but when I go to the adult league in Charlotte, I got to tighten it up because those guys all played college ball and all that stuff. So they want to whine about everything. So you just got to go tighten it up out there for them. Yeah. So it just depends on what you're calling.
The pitch count is also changed.
Yeah, the pitch count.
Because if you're a leadoff batter now, it's better to sit up there and just might as well take every pitch until you
That's your
strike out.
That's your responsibility. Is
Waste
that
pitches
you're
every inning.
And to show the rest of the roster.
He's got 85 pitches.
Show
I
the
get
rest of
rid
your
5
lineup
right
what
now.
he's throwing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like
it's weird.
You got to they only have so many pitches. It's not like they got a full staff down there. Yeah. They got 10 arms in the bullpen. So I mean, it's just like. I mean, it's just
It makes sense.
Mark Wohlers didn't come out of that bullpen, folks.
If they would teach the kids to, like that guy said, be ready to attack every pitch, but they don't. Like, look, all they want to do is argue about balls and strikes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, like, if you get into a game, and like I said, if the coaches don't say a word, the fan and kids are swinging at the pitches, there was a lot of contact in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't call that far off. That's one thing. You can't call that.
No.
That one that like where the catcher goes out and he pops a glove a foot off the base. You can't call that.
Well,
But
it's
if you-
kind of like
yeah.
let's see if I can get Tom to maybe kind of read. It's almost like an octagon.
Yeah, sort of.
You can't give high and outside.
Right.
You can't
right,
give low and
right,
outside.
Right.
But if you're this far outside and mid plate, you can call that a strike or inside.
Or if the pitch is around the knees. If the pitch is, like some people say, nipples to knees.
That's what I say.
I say like around the navel to the knees. I mean, you can't. It's just like, and sometimes they'll say, they'll do this one. That's what Kevin's talking about. Like they'll do this. They'll reach here. I was like, why? And the catcher will ask me, why didn't you call that one? You've been calling it up a little bit. I said, yeah, but that's up and out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've been calling it up. You've been calling it out. But as a high school umpire in a lot of games, you try to call a strike on every pitch you can.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, then they'll swing. If you don't, this mentality of
So
look, yeah.
it's not just the batters. The umpires are yes, no.
So the pitcher, like if you're, I don't think pitchers.
I don't mean
High
that. I don't mean
school,
that
high
funny,
school.
Tom. I understand your
Listen,
point.
trying to get
youth
every pitch you
and
can.
high school pitchers need to understand that the umpire wants to call strikes.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them getting mad at the umpire. The umpire's not squeezing the pitcher unless you start acting like a little jerk cat or something, and then I ain't give you that.
But
it's just don't.
A lot of things though too, Kevin, is if you want to argue up and down, that's fine. If you're a coach arguing in and out from the plate, from the dugout,
can't see it.
It's like, and that just kind of like, it's like, shut up, man. It's not, you can't see
So,
it.
so Tom,
I
as
mean,
a
it's like,
hitter, I would rather y'all call the inside, not y'all, just umpires. That umpires do not call inside strikes.
I do.
as much as they do the
I'm
outside.
just telling you, man.
And I'm glad if you do, you do, because some don't. Like it'll be because the batters get so close to the plate and lean over the plate. And if it's this far inside, they act like they almost got shot by a bullet. And then the umpires don't want to call. I swear they don't want to call that a strike, and it's really a strike.
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
tell
saying
you,
like if that's, but as a hitter, I can hit that pitch better than I can the outside pitch.
The last game I called,
and umpires calling outside would be harder.
the last game I called, they had a tall kid who could throw a curveball, and he had his catcher line up inside. And as an umpire, sometimes I don't like that because now I got to get up higher.
Yeah.
And if I got to get up higher, that ball's going to hit me in the throat or the face.
Yeah.
But you have to get up higher to see it. Like once he comes in there on the inside, it's like you got to get up a little higher. But he would set up on the inside, and that pitch is either outer third to a ball in. And they were jumping around like a hand grenade came in there. They were jumping around. And you know what the coach said? Stay in there. and that's what I love. You know what I mean? If the coach just coaches the players and doesn't coach the umpire, just coach the players. I mean, we're going to screw up. You're going to get your chance to yell at us. Okay, we're going to screw up.
We going to give you the chance.
Right, we're going to give you the chance. But if all you want to do is cry on every pitch, that's why your kids don't hit. That's why your kids don't have a hitter's mentality.
Yeah.
Because if I get called strike 3 on me, my coach is going to yell at the umpire and tell him how he sucks or he's terrible or that's not a strike. That's why kids play baseball the way they do.
Yeah.
But I like a couple games I've had. I'm gonna tell you a lot of coaches that I've gone and they just let their kids play this year. Like I haven't had that much. Go there, get your zone. By and large, I think most coaches like it.
Do you think we need to just widen the plate to 19?
In high school they do. In high school they need to go ahead and tell you.
I mean, it's not that big a difference.
They need to go ahead and tell you
20 inches.
If any part of the ball is above any part of the knee at any point in the strike zone, call it.
Yeah.
If the ball is not like if it's in what they call that river area, go ahead and call it in high school. You know what I mean? You can't in college.
Yeah.
You know, if you call that in Major League, Schwarber's going to tap his hat, right? I mean, so you're not going to get that. You can't do it in higher levels, but even at a college, there's 5 guys in the bullpen that you can bring in. At a high school team, some of them have 2 pitchers, maybe 3.
Right.
You can't sit there and make him groove a fastball every time in a high school game. You can't do that, man.
The high school fourth pitcher is the third baseman that can throw.
Right.
Yeah, and if they ever do go to like ABS in high school, which I think the technology will eventually be there, probably sooner than we realize that they'll have that technology come down to all levels. They need to set it up that way. That if that pitch is a little off the plate, it's going to be called a strike. You can't really call. You can't expect the same quality in a high school game as you can a major league game.
Yeah.
And the problem is, what do people watch on TV? They watch that box on TV, right?
Yep.
And when they're going home, they're like, "Daddy, man, he was calling off play, man. I wish we had that ABS in high school." I was like, "I wish you did too, son, because you'd be out there 4 hours. You'd be out there 4 hours. You know, if you
once they do the ABS, you got to make that plate bigger.
Right.
Once they do the ABS,
you're not giving the pitch.
Once they do the ABS in high school, and it's just going to encourage more of the same, that to make him throw 5 pitches every time. Especially Kevin, like you say,
I just can't believe
count.
we're at the point where we worry so much about balls and strikes being off.
But it's all
this is where baseball's got.
It's all the ABS and that box on TV, Kevin. That's what I'm telling you. And I get it. I get it. A lot of the pitches Greg Maddux got strike 3 on were not textbook strikes, but the game was better. I mean, I don't care what you say.
Oh, Maddux got the
game.
river.
Yeah, the game was better. The hitters had a different mentality, and it was just even like high school ball. But like I said, this year I've seen you just give that pitcher a little bit more, and the kids swing the bat, and you get a lot of 7-4 games. You know what I mean? Something that's fun to watch.
Yep.
Instead of a 12-9 game.
All right, Tom, I got something for you.
Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Talk Show. Live Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 a.m. and the KTC Broadcasting YouTube and Facebook pages.